Hello, this is Jonathan Willbanks with OptimalBeing.net and ConsciousLifeNews.com, and today I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite superfoods, nutritional yeast. Now, if you've never had nutritional yeast before, the name is not terribly appetizing, and I get that, but hear me out. Nutritional yeast is the first superfood that I recommend to my natural lifestyle clients, as well as friends and family, to introduce into their diet because it's really one of the easiest. The way I describe the flavor is, well, it's basically a cheese flavored powder, and I describe it as a gourmet, richer version of the cheese powder that comes in Kraft mac and cheese, which for some people is a real turn on, and for some people not so much. But basically, if you like cheese, you're probably going to like nutritional yeast, and you can put it on absolutely anything. I love it on salads. I'll toss my salad in oil and then sprinkle some of this nutritional yeast on top, and then toss it up, and it gives a very nice cheese flavor. But you can also use it in baking. Essentially, anything that cheese would taste good in, nutritional yeast will be great. But why is it a superfood? How can you take this junk food cheese powder and actually benefit from it in terms of your health? And when you look at the nutrient profile of nutritional yeast, it's actually quite remarkable. Aside from the fact that it's low calorie and extremely low fat, it's very high fiber. It's got about 1 gram of net carbs and 4 grams of fiber per 2 tablespoons serving. So that will help improve your metabolism, will help keep your intestines and digestive system clean. It's also extremely high in protein. It's got 8 grams of protein, which is more than an egg has. And again, we're just talking about a 2 tablespoon serving here. It's got about 8 grams of protein, and it's also incredibly rich in different vitamins and minerals, in particular B vitamins. A 2 tablespoon serving has over 100% of your daily B vitamin needs. So this is a particularly great food for vegans. Again, it is a vegan product. This is good for anyone who wants to slip some added nutrients into their food without feeling like they're eating quote-unquote health food. It's also very inexpensive. This amount right here, and you can actually see what it looks like. These are yellow flakes. This amount right here is probably about $1.75 worth at my local Whole Foods. You can save money if you order online, but I think the price runs between $10 and $15 a pound, which sounds like a lot until you figure that these are light, airy flakes, and that a pound of this is probably going to be a bag about yay big. So it's going to last you, 10 to 15 bucks worth of stuff is going to last you several months at a minimum. Now, some people, when they hear the word yeast, red flags go up because they're worried about candida overgrowth or yeast infections. And this is a pasteurized product. It's not raw. The yeast is not live or biologically active. So you don't need to worry about yeast complications that might arise from that. And while this is not a raw food, this is something that I would indefinitely encourage raw foodists to consider making an exception for and adding into their diet. Now, by itself, it tastes like unsalted cheese, so I do recommend adding a little bit of a healthy unrefined salt to the mix. I'm a big fan of Redmond's Real Salt, Pink Himalayan Crystal Salt, Gray Celtic Sea Salt, any of those, which is going to add even more minerals into the mix. And then if you want to give it even more of a cheesy consistency, you can mix it up with a little bit of oil, like olive oil, and it can make a really good cheese sauce for meats or for salads. You can also throw it into a food processor with raw cashews, and you can make raw cashew cheese. So if you've ever been to a vegan restaurant and had cashew cheese, that's how they make it taste like cheese without actually using dairy or animal products. So this is junk food for healthy people. Or healthy food for people who like junk food. It's a really easy place to start. It's affordable. You can get it at any health food store. You can get it on Amazon.com, and I guarantee that you will like it. So that's it for today's episode, and we'll have more health tips coming out for you later in the week. Until then, I would appreciate any feedback on this video series and any questions that you have in the comment section, either on the article itself or the YouTube video. And that's it for today, and until next time, be well, my friends.